I hope the videos that you're about to watch will be very helpful. If you follow all the videos, you'll make the best choice possible when you go on Original Medicare. You won't make mistakes like I've seen other people make. I receive phone calls from people, they're crying because they just got diagnosed with something that's life-threatening, and they find out the hospital that they need to go to will not take the plan that they're on. So please, follow these videos. Do not make serious mistakes like I've seen other people make. There's no charge. These videos are absolutely free to you. Watch them as many times as you need to. If you have questions, please give us a call. This is an introduction video for the 6-step series that we're going to be going over with you. So I know we're only talking about Medicare and it's not the most exciting thing, but the most important thing to us is that you follow these steps so that you do not make any mistakes or fall into any of the pitfalls that we see a lot of people fall into. So the one thing that we're going to want you to follow is this health guide to health insurance for people with Medicare. You can download it from our website or you can download it from medicare.gov, and we're going to walk you through this book, going over what your different choices are. We ask people not to trust us. The reason why we ask people not to trust us is because we really want you to follow this book, and if you follow this book, you will not make any mistakes. But if you get free advice from your neighbor or someone next door to you, or someone that you see on the street who's already on Medicare, or maybe you trust an agent that you meet with and you do not follow this guide, you could end up making a major mistake, and it could be costly. So when you look at page 6 of this book, we're going to be talking about what is Medicare, what are the different parts of Medicare. You really have to understand page 6, because if you do not understand what is Original Medicare and what are the different parts of Medicare, then you cannot compare other plans such as Medicare Advantage plans. So this is your base from which you want to compare all your other choices to. So that way you know what you're gaining or what you're losing if you stay with Original Medicare, or if you leave Original Medicare and you pick, for instance, a Medicare Advantage plan. Then we're going to continue on to page 7. And on page 7, we're going to be talking about what your 2 choices are when you go on Original Medicare and you do not have any other health insurance through retirement plan, or you do not have VA benefits, TRICARE, or maybe CHAMPS. So we're talking about people that are going on Original Medicare and they do not have any other health benefits. So we're going to be talking about Original Medicare and Medigap plans and prescription drug plans with Original Medicare for the first option. The second option that we're going to be talking about is option 2, and that's Medicare Advantage plans, and how the two compare and what's the pros and cons with Original Medicare and Medicare Advantage plans. And we're also going to be talking about how much agents get paid based on the choice that you make. And then we're going to be focused on page 11. So page 11 talks about the 10 different Medigap plans that you can choose from, and what are the difference between those Medigap plans, which ones cover all of Medicare's benefits and which ones do not. And we're going to be talking about which plan is the least expensive compared to the plans that are the most expensive, and which one of the plans are probably one of the best plans, but agents only sell that particular plan only 1% of the time because it pays the lowest commissions, but it may be the best thing for you. And then on page 18, we're going to be going over how the insurance companies set the prices on Medigap plans. For instance, in some states, the prices may be set by community rated, also called no age rated. In Florida, it's issued age rated, meaning entry age rated. So when you buy a Medigap plan in Florida, your rate's locked in at the age you buy it. So it cannot go up based on age, but it can go up based on inflation. And then the third type is attained age rating. So attained age rating means that your prices can go up each year based on age and inflation. And then on page 20, we're going to be talking about what is a standard Medigap plan versus what is a Medigap supplement plan that's a select plan. And thirdly, we're going to be talking about which one is called a high deductible plan. So there's basically 3 different types of plan. You have your standard plans, you have your select plans, and then you have one plan that's called a high deductible plan. And what are the difference between the 3 different variations that you can buy. Then on page 25, we're going to be going over the 4 steps that you should be taking as a consumer so that you do not make any mistakes when you're purchasing or looking at the Medigap plans with original Medicare, and you're comparing that to Medicare Advantage plans. So on the 4 steps, step 1 tells you that you should be looking at page 11, and you want to take a look at that grid that shows you the 10 different plans that you can choose from. And just remember, some of those Medigap plans are going to come in different variations, such as standard, select, or high deductible. And then step 2 says that you want to look at the companies, their financial ratings, and you want to make sure that you're going with an A-rated company that has consistently low rates. And then we're going to be talking about step 3. So why is one insurance company charging a lot more money than another insurance company for the same coverages? So step 3, we're going to be talking about looking at the cost. And then after we go over step 1, looking at the different Medigap plans and deciding which one you want to go with. And then we look at step 2 and we look at the different insurance companies and what their ratings are. And then step 3, we want to compare the cost, because as we go through page 11, you're going to see that the F plan is the F plan. No matter what company that you buy it from, it covers 100% of Medicare's benefits. If you want to buy Medigap plan G from a company, what is the difference in premiums? Medicare's benefits are the same on Medigap Supplement Plan G with XYZ company as it is with ABC company. And then step 4, we're going to be talking about pricing. So why would I want to pay $300 a month for a plan if I can get that same plan through another company for $180 a month? And then step 4, once you go through these steps, then you're ready to purchase your Medigap policy, or you may make a decision to go with the Medicare Advantage plan. And then we're also going to go over what questions you should be asking the insurance agent. So that's on page 28 of this guide, and it gives you the questions that you should be asking people like myself. Then on page 29, we're going to be going over illegal practices. For instance, the things that agents should not be doing. So if I'm talking to you about Medicare and comparing your choices, I should not be trying to sell you investments during that same appointment. So it gives you all the different illegal practices that agents should not be doing when they talk to you about your Medicare. Then on page 41, the only 3 states that we will not be addressing would be Massachusetts, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. And the reason being is that all the other states have standardized their plans with the same Medigap plans supplements on page 11 of this book. Massachusetts, Minnesota, and Wisconsin have standardized their plans differently than all the other states. So you can look at page 42, 43, and 44, and you can go over those supplements or Medigap plans that they offer in those states. All the other states is on page 11, and those plans just follow original Medicare nationwide, even if you're in Massachusetts, Minnesota, or Wisconsin. So it's based on the state that you live in when you purchase your plan. Then on page 49, in the back of your book, there is a section that gives you definitions of terms. So I hope you enjoy our videos. I hope it helps you to make the best choice when you go on original Medicare and you have your choices between original Medicare and supplements with a prescription drug plan, or you choose to go with a Medicare Advantage plan. Enjoy.